In this video, we're going to take a brief look at multi-dimensional lists. We're not going to go into arrays, which is a special type and probably a little bit faster when we're dealing with numbers. But for this, we're just going to stick to lists and just a basic way to initialize them and access them. Alright, so the first thing you do is create a list. Because a list is inside that list, we're going to put other lists, a list of lists. Now let's say for I in the range of, let's say, 5, we're going to append a list. Alright? Then, for j in range, let's say, 8, we're going to append stuff I dot append, and let's put in a boolean. Let's get random or import random. Get rand bits 1. All right, and at the end, let's print stuff. Alright, so it creates these, and it creates a list of 5 sets of 8 sets of true and false. Alright, and that's basically it. And if we wanted to access each one of them individually later, because we could access them here while they're being created, but we might need to access them later to do something else. So let's print them here. It'll actually print each one individually. But if we wanted to access them later, then we can do for I in range. Instead of 5 here, something that you could use is, one thing you could do is you could actually store these values up above. Another thing that you could do is get the length of stuff, right? That's going to be this first dimension. J in range, get the length of stuff I, that's sort of the second dimension, and print stuff I, j. Right, and so this is this print statement here, and then this print statement is all of these, so going through each one of them. Right, and another way that you can do it, instead of calling this length, if you want to speed up your code just a little bit, usually you store the values of the links that you're going to use. So we might say count 1 equals 5, count 2 equals 8. And in that case, we just replace all of these with these predefined values that we had up at the top. See, if we do use this length and of the array, it's got to go and calculate it each time. So instead, if you just fix it, or in this case in particular, if you just fix it, then it'll be slightly faster, just ever so slightly faster. So anyways, this is how you make a multi-dimensional list. And we can even go to the next level. Instead here, we could append another array for k in range. Let's make a third one. Count 3 equals, let's say 4. I, j, append. Alright, and now if we do this, I think it's going to print out, when we do this, it's only going to print out each one of the last ones, which should be a set of 4, and goes through and does that. And then if we were to break this down further and say for k in range, count 3, print I, j, and k, we should get a really long list. And see, it took it a second there, but that's going to be 5 times 4, 8 times 4, so that's going to give us like 160 values. Right, and that's how you do multi-dimensional lists.